Hello everyone, welcome back to Sade's Tarot Tea. So today guys, we are doing an updated reading on Justin Bieber and Hailey Bieber Baldwin. I am stoked because I have already been seeing that my prediction, like I went back and looked at my old video and it was actually this clip here. I'll post it.
What's going on between Hailey and Justin? With Hailey and Justin, they've talked about kids, guys. They've talked about kids.
Hailey's gonna get pregnant. Hailey, if she's not already if she's not already expecting, guys, I'm getting that she's gonna have a kid with Justin. She's gonna have a baby. Now guys, in my other video I did see them divorcing, but like I said, that energy, I was like, hey, this energy could shift, they could get their shit together. Like it was very like up in the air type of energy. Now I still feel like down the road this will happen. They're still very young, but they're when I said that they're gonna divorce, they ended up not. So I'm seeing that Hailey's gonna get pregnant. Yeah, they're not, it's not quite happening yet. I feel like it could be in the next maybe 4 months, or because it's saying new beginnings, so it might be coming up soon, guys. But I feel like they're gonna have a kid together, and a new addition to the family. Like I keep hearing that new beginnings. They got my new beginnings card, and my foundation in achievement, prosperity begins, is reversed. So that to me is saying, and if you look, it looks like, you know, she's holding her hands on the stomach. So I feel like they're gonna have a baby. I feel like it's gonna be a boy, but I could be wrong. It could be a girl, but I feel like it's gonna be a boy. So anyway, I see her getting pregnant, guys. Regardless, I see her, even if I get the gender wrong, I still see her getting pregnant. I see her having a baby with Justin. She could already be pregnant. So as you guys have seen, I predicted them 2 times having a baby, and I was just really excited for Hailey because I know that a lot of us were talking about her heading into divorce with Justin, and that they were having a lot of issues and stuff like that. Justin's been having a lot of, you know, issues with his mental health, and I believe a news broke or something why he was crying. I know a lot of people have been wondering about that. Apparently his friend Chris, or I think his name was Chris, my bad guys if I'm wrong on the name, but apparently his best friend passed away. I think it was his best friend, so let's send prayers his way. This baby coming was such a blessing for him, and I always predicted Justin being a dad, like if he ever, and he's always wanted to be a dad. Hailey too, I feel like she's always wanted to have kids and stuff like that, and I know she's been vocal as well. Like recently, actually, guys, this is the honest to God truth, I had no idea Hailey's been being so vocal about wanting to get pregnant. Like I had no fucking idea that she, you know, that she's spoken out about this, you know what I mean? But I recently, before I recorded this video, I wanted to see like if I could pull on certain things, you know, and since I already pulled on a lot going on with Hailey and Justin, I've been reading on them for quite some time. So I was just like, let me see like if I can pick up on stuff myself, even though I know, you know, what people are talking about. Let me see if I can pick up on stuff myself. So anyway guys, we're just gonna freestyle this reading. I do have questions here, but we're gonna freestyle it. I first want to start off by watching this video with Justin and Hailey. It was their video announcing that they were pregnant. So yeah, if you guys would like to watch along with me, like I said, this is going to be a new addition or a new thing that I'm going to be doing with my videos. If you guys would like to see more or more in-depth reactions from me, you know, let me know. Like I would love to do that, and then we pull on it. I don't know what I'm going to do yet, but like just let me know. Or if you guys want to see certain content from me, just let me know. Of course revolving around astrology or tarot. But yeah, so let's go ahead and look at the video with her, with Hailey. Excuse me, I have her page pulled up, that's why I said her. You know, the video pulled up with Justin and Hailey. So let's see. Aww, it's cute. So apparently they're renewing their vows too. she's pregnant. She doesn't look that far along, but people are saying she's already 6 months. She doesn't look 6 months. Aww. Hailey would dress like this. Okay, so that was their video, so I'm just looking at their photos. Super cute. Of course, Kendall. We have Kendall, she commented. Kylie commented, I love you guys. Oh, here come the tears again. Fucking Kendall, her Scorpio ass. Oh, we got Kim, she commented. Demi Lovato commented. Very cute, very cute. Okay, so we looked at the video, guys. Very cute video, love that. So happy for Hailey. I think she's gonna be a great mom. We're gonna go ahead and look more. I didn't drink my little tea as I was, or I'm not drinking tea, guys. But I didn't drink my stuff as I was looking at it. I got so caught up in trying to get this thing recorded. But yeah, guys, I'm very excited. Congratulations, Hailey and Justin. Cheers to you guys. I've been predicting this for you guys for a minute, so I feel like, guys, I'm winning, because I'm like, is this my baby too? Because I've been predicting that she was gonna get pregnant, and ever since I read on her back in, and no, guys, I'm not hopping on the bandwagon of everyone saying Hailey was fucking pregnant, because like I was like, y'all don't know what the fuck y'all talking about, because at 1 minute they were saying she was pregnant, then they said she wasn't. I was like, is she pregnant or not? You know what I mean? But you know, this was, I found this out today, or I'm recording this video, guys, by the way, May 13th. I said I was going to do this. May 13th at 8:15 is when I'm recording this. So, guys, I already pulled 3 cards in the pre-shuffle of getting into Justin and Hailey's energy. I will show you guys the cards here, but I first wanted to take a walk down memory lane. You guys know these cards. They are in my intro where I'm throwing them up in the air. And I read on these cards when it came to Justin and Hailey back in, again, don't remember the year that I read on them, my first reading on them. I read on them with these cards, or I think maybe it was like my second reading, and I predicted, you know, Justin not doing well, and, you know, him kind of like resembling Kurt Cobain. I watched that again. I was like, oh shit, damn. But yeah, guys, I'm really excited for them. Are you excited for them? We're gonna also talk about Selena Gomez in this video, and we're gonna see too, guys, how Justin and Hailey are gonna be as parents. Like, I'm really excited, and I do feel like, I know people are wondering if Justin is ready to be a dad. Guys, my cards already are coming out, and they're saying Justin is ready to be a fucking dad. Okay, I don't know what everyone else saying, or what everybody or other tarot readers saying, but I'm telling y'all, I already got the King of Cups in the upright. That is Justin's energy coming in as Pisces, Scorpio. He is a Pisces, but the King of Cups represents someone that is a Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces. And if you guys know, you know Justin is a Pisces, so this is his energy coming out. Now the King of Cups also, when the kings come out, he's a king, y'all. Okay, he is coming out as a king, not a fucking knight, not a page. Okay, so this is telling me that he has matured. Justin, you have matured a lot since I last read on you. Are we seeking, do y'all, have y'all heard rumors about them going to therapy, or Justin going to therapy, or having like a spiritual person around him? You guys know I talk about spirituality a lot on this channel because I am spiritual, but also too, a lot of celebrities are they've been trying to move more spiritual, especially the way the world's been moving. So you will hear me talk about a lot of celebrities becoming spiritual now. It's going to be a fad. It's been a fad. It's becoming more of a fad. More celebrities are going to make spirituality, all of that, a fad. Okay, hate to say that, it's already been happening, I know this, guys, but it's gonna get worse. So Justin, guys, I'm very proud of him. He's coming out as the King of Cups. We'll see what else comes out in his energy. I don't want to jump the gun too much, but he is ready to be a dad. The King of Cups talks about a man who's ready to step up to the plate. He's emotionally ready, he's emotionally mature, he's emotionally prepared himself, and possibly Justin's been preparing himself most of his life to be a dad. Now the King of Cups too, I like this for him because it is also talking about showing up in your relationship, in your marriage, showing up as a dad, showing up as a father figure, showing up as a leader, okay, as a man. So yeah, so he is coming in as the King of Cups, and he's coming in as a man that is ready to step up to the task. They're ready, and they've been getting mentally, emotionally, and physically prepared. But this is the cups, so it is more so showing up emotionally, maturing emotionally, and learning to work out some of those emotional trauma, you know, things that Justin went through. And I have talked about Justin's relationship to his parents on my channel. I've talked about his relationship to his dad. Well, this is coming up as him not wanting to make the same mistakes that his dad made. And for a minute, always keeping that in his mind, and why he's wanted to be a dad, why he wants to be a dad. He wants to, I think Hailey is probably helping him with this too. You know, she's wanting to help him, and has helped him to elevate himself emotionally and physically. And I've said that in the past, that Hailey was the perfect woman to do that. And I hate to say this, guys, controversial to what everyone's going to believe. I feel like Selena, although a lot of people wanted Selena with Justin, okay, this is going to be very controversial, what I'm about to say. Y'all know, a Cancer with the Pisces, I'm sorry, like I said, you guys some people like to think that water signs go together, and they can. What else is in the chart, like I like to say, but also too, is that water sign mature enough? Any sign, you know, element on the same element can have this problem, but water signs have this problem where they can make people aware, or their partner or their friends aware, to be emotionally mature, but it takes a lot of fucking work, okay guys? It takes a lot of fucking work, time, dedication, you know. It's anything really does, but with water signs, it can be very much like pulling teeth. Whereas, you know, when a water sign gets with another element, and the water sign with the other water sign, let me say this too, can make the person too comfortable being in that toxic, or that toxicity of expressing their emotions, or not knowing how to express their emotions properly, right? So I said that to say this. I feel like Selena just wouldn't have elevated Justin to this King of Cups energy. I'm sorry to say that, guys, but she wouldn't have, even though she was loving him well. And I'm not saying that about Selena. She did love him to her best ability, okay? But there's something about Hailey, and don't get me wrong, guys, Hailey can be immature. But I mean, as far as, like, you know, she's a Sagittarius. Like, come on. Fire signs take a while to mature as well. So I'm not saying that Hailey isn't immature. You know, I'm not saying that she didn't have her moments of immaturity, or growing up in the spotlight being immature, you know what I'm saying, or doing certain things where we were like, that's very light. Really, Hailey? She's a fucking Sag, okay? Same thing with her. But fire signs, especially Sagittarius with Pisces, I feel like they cause a Pisces to come out of their shell, to be more independent, and to step the fuck up. I just find that Sagittarius has really learned from their mistakes, and they get wiser as they get older, and they help their partners to get that way too. And it does take them a while, because they can be very immature as well, but they eventually do get there, you know what I mean, guys? So yeah, I'm feeling already, and this already flew out when I was pre-shuffling. In the pre-shuffle, King of Cups, Justin came out as the King of Cups. He is ready to be a dad. For anyone questioning, Justin is ready to be a dad. This is what's coming out, guys. This is what's coming out. If you want to believe it, it's up to you. I'm also getting the Eight of Cups reverse. Now, don't get me wrong, Justin is still going to have to work through a lot of his traumas. That's what having this baby is also going to help him overcome, a lot of his adversities in the past. This child is going to bring Justin with temperance, and the upright is going to bring him a lot of peace. It's going to bring Hailey a lot of peace. It is going to bring peace within their union to some degree. We will look more. I don't want to speak too much yet, but so far what I'm getting, guys, is that Justin is going, I'm mainly picking up on Justin right now, but I'm seeing that Justin is going to want to protect his daughter. Oh, I said daughter. So I'm wondering if he's having a daughter. You know, also too, I'm wondering if this baby is going to help Justin break, allegedly, some of his addictions. Now, it doesn't have to be substance, guys, substance abuse. It could just literally mean, you know, his addiction of being in chaos, his addiction of welcoming, I've always said this about Justin, welcoming in the wrong types of energies and helping too many people. You know, Justin is the type of person that will extend, you know, a helping hand. He will overextend himself. And the 8 is talking about restrictions and learning to, you know, set better boundaries with people, and learning to not let them walk all over you, and learning when to walk away when something no longer is serving us, right? I've talked about that in the past with my other readings. The Eight of Cups does talk about that. So it is in the upright for me. So it is talking about that Justin is having, you know, his worries, okay? Although he is ready to be a dad, because, you know, he's mentally started to prepare, and he's, you know, he's had that time. They did have some privacy with their, you know, her finding out she was pregnant and everything like that, and they wanted to keep her pregnancy safe and under wraps as much as possible. Justin almost blew the fucking lid a few times, you know, even the stuff we're not knowing, guys. I mean, to friends and shit like that. Like, Hailey she didn't tell a lot of people because she was worried about, okay, I can't trust certain people. Like, let's just not, like, even if we trust them as our friends, let's wait to tell them. You know what I'm saying? Now, don't get me wrong. Of course, some people knew. Like, I'm sure, like, I saw a video where Justin's mom knew. She, of course, knew. You know what I mean? And, of course, Hailey's family knew. So just like other people outside of their immediate families, they did keep this like very much under wraps because they did not want it getting out. Even though, you know, maybe some people had an inkling or some friends had an inkling, she didn't care. She was like, I don't care, you guys can guess, whatever the fuck. I don't want this shit getting out. And, you know, her and Justin are going to be very protective over this child. Just because of who Justin is, and also too the backlash that Hailey has received from being in Justin's life, being his wife, you know, and the things that have transpired from Selena as well, you know. And so they're just like, I just feel that they're still in lockdown mode, they're still in protective mode. Now Justin is having a lot of fears as well. I do want to say that he is worried that he's not going to be a good dad, you know, although he is confident in some ways. Well, I don't know about confident. I don't quite feel confidence from Justin yet, but I do feel like he is ready. Like, he's excited. You know, that's what I mean, guys. He's ready. He's excited. He's excited to take on the work, or to do the work that it requires to take care of a kid. And I feel like too, of course, people have told him how it is. You know, he's gotten advice. I'm wondering if Justin has asked people like that have had kids, or like if he's been like obsessive looking at like researching like baby stuff, or like he's like, oh my god, like if he's like over consuming himself with baby stuff. Like, I feel like Hailey's doing this, obviously, because like I've told you guys in the past, Hailey likes to research things. Like Kendall, like her and Kendall have that in common. Hailey will just go down a rabbit hole, and she does have Scorpio, so she'll just like go down a rabbit hole and just like research. And she's probably like overly obsessing about, you know, I want to be the best mother, and I want to learn all I can. I don't want to fuck this up. Like, you know, Hailey, relax, girl, relax. I'm seeing you're so stressed out, and I get it, but relax. You're gonna be fine. So yeah, I am seeing too that Justin's having a lot of fears with the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups does talk about that. It is in the upright. So that is telling me that Justin, you know, he's not going to walk away. I would worry if the Eight of Cups was reversed. Like, I'm like, oh God, like, you know, he does. I'm not going to lie, Justin does have that fight or flight type of energy. I would say that this is his Pisces energy. Justin, don't you fucking worry. Like, he's getting like, I'm not going to say cold feet, guys. It's not cold feet. But he is like, when Pisces get really scared, they do want to fucking run. They are like, oh my god, like, what if I fail? It's not that he doesn't love her, or he doesn't think he'll be okay as a dad, but he is overwhelming himself with his fears, okay? I am seeing that the Eight of Cups is talking about him overly burdening himself with his emotions, and just, you know, worrying too much too, like, you know, and kind of wanting or needing space. Maybe Hailey too is being, we don't know how she's being pregnant, you know what I mean, guys? Maybe she's being, you know, I hate to say this, but maybe she being a little, you know, a little rough on him, you know, a little meanie, you know. I'm not gonna call her out her name, but maybe she being, you know, she being a little rough, you know. Yeah, look at that. Hailey's coming in as the King of Wands, as I said that, guys. She's coming in as the King of Wands, and the Five of Pentacles is reversed, okay? So I do see her, too, like, I'm gonna say this, but I do see her, like, being funny with Justin, being like, you better get it together, you need to get on your shit, like, being like a Sagittarius at him and just like poking fun at him, or, you know, like, she likes to mess with him a lot. Like, she likes to be like Justin, you know how certain, like, I feel like this is a Sagittarius thing, but Sagittarius is like to poke fun at your weaknesses. So I feel like I keep hearing Hailey be like, you better not be a deadbeat dad, or you better not be like, you know, like just messing with him. Like, of course, like I don't think Justin's gonna be a deadbeat dad, but she knows that. But like I feel like she likes fucking with him. Like, you better not do this. You better act right. You better like do this, or like I don't know. I just see her being funny and like rude, but like funny rude, like flirty rude. I don't know. Fucking Hailey, she's such a Sag. And Sagittariuses, when they like you, they do mess with you, they do fuck with you like that. So, you know, and then the 5 of Pentacles reverse, like that's what that's telling me is like as well, like she's like messing with him, like she likes to fuck with him. And she'll be like, I'll kick you out if you don't. This is alleged, okay guys, but I keep hearing her say it, like to fuck with him, like mess with him. She's like, or maybe they've gotten into it and she's told him, like, so, you know, because she is coming out, I am poking fun, guys, but she is also, I am feeling like she's serious at the same time. But I feel like there's been moments where Justin has been scared and she's had to tell him, like, allegedly, like, you better get that shit together. You better, you know what I mean? Like, she's had to like slap him around, and he's doing a lot better now, guys. And in the past, he was kind of like moping, like, what if I'm a bad dad? Like, you know, fucking Pisces, man, you know how they are, man. What if I'm a bad dad? Love y'all down, okay? There's no hate to Pisces, but what if I'm a bad dad? What if this and that? Like, oh my god, like just kind of like dwelling on the negative, which the 8 of Cups can talk about too, like dwelling on the negative. So although he's like I keep saying, guys, there's a part of him that is ready to be a dad, but he's having a lot of fears, a lot of doubt, and that's normal. That is completely normal, Justin, for you to have these doubts and these fears, but don't let that swallow you. You're gonna be fine. Just keep working on your mental health. Just keep, you know, I don't know if Justin's been diagnosed. I keep seeing that. Does anybody know too? This is alleged, okay? But has Justin talked about, or have people, Justin Bieber fans, has Justin or his team, I don't know if we would know this, but has he been diagnosed for being bipolar? Because I'm feeling bipolar. Like I keep hearing bipolar for him, or he deals with something mentally he deals with some heavy mental health issues. So I don't know. Like I know I've been talking about that with Justin for a minute, but like I don't think I've heard bipolar for him. So I don't know if he allegedly, I'm not trying to diagnose him, guys, but I don't know if he was just diagnosed for being bipolar, or if they think he is, maybe ADD or ADD, maybe ADHD or something like that, or maybe he's on the spectrum or something like that. Like I keep hearing he was just diagnosed, or he's been, maybe it's not current, but he, like in the past, maybe it was like last year or something, like he's been diagnosed for something. Okay, guys, allegedly. Now, this could be Hailey, but I feel like it's Justin. But yeah, Hailey's coming in as the King of Wands, as being very protective, assertive, maybe even at times aggressive, bossy, very, very bossy, very, I don't know. You know, some people, when they're pregnant, it makes your hormones go crazy. I feel that from her too, because she is coming out as the King of Wands. Like she's being, again, she's over worrying. She's trying to delegate. She like this baby room. I'm wondering if she's going to show the baby room. I'm wondering, Hailey, you already know the gender. You have to know the gender. Guys, I could be wrong on the gender, but I said a boy in my last reading of her. But I don't know. I feel like oh man. Let me know, guys. What do you think she's having? I keep hearing girl now. So at first, if she ends up having a boy, I said boy in my past reading. But I could be wrong, and she may be having a girl. So I'm not the best with genders. I'm going to admit that, guys. I don't feel like I'm very good when it comes to predicting the gender of the baby. I don't know. Like, it's hit or miss for me. So I don't know if they announced the gender already. I don't think they have. I haven't seen it. But now I'm hearing girl. So I could be wrong. But if she ends up having a boy, I should have just stuck with my first prediction. But I keep hearing girl right now, so yeah. But of course, from my last reading, that was really early, so I could have, you know, like I said, I could have just heard boy and heard it wrong. So yeah. So guys, that was already 3 cards on Justin. I flew out while I was pre-shuffling. But before I get started, I'm already jumping into the reading, but before I get started, let me go ahead and introduce myself. My name is Sade. I pull on astrology, I pull on tarot, whatever I feel like pulling on my channel. I hope you guys are enjoying my content. If you're a new subscriber, welcome. If you're an old subscriber, hello, welcome back. And if you would like to book a personal reading with me, please DM me at Sade's Tarot T92. And if you like what you see here and you would like to see more, please subscribe to my channel. Hit that notification bell for when your girl pull up. Ding, ding. Okay. Okay, guys, without further ado, let's go ahead and dive more into Justin and Hailey and the pregnancy. So guys, too, I also will be pulling on Selena Gomez. I know a lot of people are really curious about Selena's energy in this time. So I'm trying to think if I should read on that first for once. Let's go ahead and read on Selena because I want to get to Selena. We already kind of dived a little bit into Justin and Hailey's energy, but let's go ahead and see how Selena's doing with the pregnancy. I want to surprise y'all and just read on this first because I know y'all are wondering about that. But yeah, let's go ahead and read on where Selena's energy is at. I'm actually going to use my oracle cards and I'm going to be pulling up a picture of her, and yeah. So a lot of people are suspecting that Selena is pregnant. So I do want to get into that as well. I'm going to go ahead and pull on that after. Hey guys, so spoiler alert, I didn't end up getting to this part of the reading because it got so crazy with Hailey and Justin, and I was pulling on Selena too, so that took up a lot of time. But look at this photo that I was editing, and I saw this photo of Selena, but look at her dress, okay? Look at in the middle where it's all bunched up like that. There's extra fabric. I don't know if all of you guys have already heard about her being for sure pregnant. I don't know if she has confirmed this, guys. This is all alleged, okay? But I am feeling like she is pregnant because look at that dress. Look at in the middle, like where the dress is bunching up where her stomach is. And then this next photo, I noticed that, look at Selena's hand placement. She's pregnant. She's pregnant with Benny, his child. You know what I'm saying? So I also feel like she's not really sweating it like that, like the way she used to. I wish I would have gotten to this part in my reading, but I am going to do an updated reading on Selena. I'm going to see how she's going to be as a mom and how Benny is going to be and how their relationship is and all of that, like I'm doing with Justin and Hailey. But I'm really excited to do her video too. But yeah, guys, look at where her hand placement is in this photo too, and how Benny's like behind her and stuff. Like it kind of resembled this other photo that I saw of Hailey and Justin. The same type of energy I'm seeing from Hailey and Justin, where I was speculating that Hailey is pregnant in this photo. Selena and Benny are doing the same thing. So I feel like she's pregnant. I don't know if you guys know this for sure. Let me know in the comments section below, guys, if you know for a fact that she's pregnant, if she's confirmed this, or maybe an insider close to Selena. I mean, I don't think we could really trust that, but maybe an insider close to Selena has mentioned this. But yeah, like I'm noticing too, Selena's not really trying to show her stomach like that. And when she does wear dresses, like it's not as like, you know, like some of the dresses are like really loose, but I kind of did get thrown off because her face is like, she looks like actually she's losing weight. So in this photo where she's cooking, I noticed her face is like really skinny. So I don't know what's going on. This could literally be her lupus, because I did pick up on that. So I'm wondering if she's having a really hard pregnancy, guys. Like I don't want to jinx her or anything, but I can't imagine getting pregnant with lupus. Like, you know, I don't know, like I'm not gonna like talk about it like I don't know how lupus affects your pregnancy. Like if you guys have lupus and you know about this, you know, I don't want to just talk and I don't know anything about this, but I can imagine just having health problems, obviously, in general. It's gonna make it really hard, you know, on your pregnancy. But let me know, guys, if you know anything about, you know, or if she's confirmed it, I mean, or if you've heard anything, like for sure that she's pregnant. Yeah, just let me know because I'm curious. All right, guys, thank you for watching. Let's get back into the reading. All right, bye. I talk about Hailey and Justin with Selena, how she feels about it. Yeah. So let's go ahead and see how Selena's feeling about Justin and Hailey's pregnancy. Okay, guys, so the first card that I got for how does Selena feel about Justin and Hailey's pregnancy, I got the universe card in the reverse. Now, the universe card for me talks about closing out a cycle. It talks about our spirit guides, our higher self, knowing what we've known all along. You know, and the universe just coming and confirming it. It talks about manifestation, putting out what you get back. Also, too, I would say karmic debts or karmic good karma. You know, I take the universe, my universe card from my oracle cards, and opportunities too, and psychic intuition, and your hidden enemies too, the 12s can talk about. Okay, now Selena, I feel like already with this card in the reverse, she's feeling like it wasn't meant to be. You know, I feel like, you know, she's kind of up in the air with how she feels about it. I'm seeing she's trying to, again, like ignore it. She's trying to just kind of like turn a blind eye to it and be oblivious, not to really invest too much into the thought of Hailey and Justin. She's kind of trying to do her own thing. I feel like crown chakra reverse, as I said, that it is reverse, yes. And also too, she feels like this baby, allegedly, guys, this is all for entertainment purposes, okay? Selena did not say any of this. I have to be very careful when I say things like this, guys, because I don't want to start any mess. But yeah, so Selena is more so, this is what I'm feeling. She did not confirm this, but with my crown chakra in the reverse, that does confirm what I was saying, that she's not really trying to look at anything. The crown chakra talks about messages coming in. It could be physical, spiritual messages. Selena already knew that Hailey and Justin were gonna like have a kid together. She already picked up on this. Her being a Cancer, you can already assume her being very intuitive. She already could feel it. She already knew that Hailey and Justin were gonna be together for a minute. She was hoping that wasn't the case, allegedly, but she does feel like too that this, as I said, that she does feel like this baby is trying to save their marriage. She feels like this baby allegedly is trying to save their marriage, and the reason I said that is because partnerships and alliances is in the reverse with the 3, and she feels like Justin as well, like just needs. She feels like this is good for Justin, okay? There is some good energy about this too, because she's like up in the air, guys, about it. Like, she obviously heard about it, and she's trying to not look at stuff. And I think it's also because she knows that people are going to be like, oh, like what we're doing, like, Selena, do you care? Are you jealous? Like, she already knows, guys. She doesn't want to deal with that shit. She already fucking knows that we're up her ass and we're like, oh, do you care? Because like a lot of people were messy and shit like that. So she doesn't want to deal with that. The crown chakra is in the reverse, talking about with the 7s, shutting out, putting up your walls, putting up your boundaries, not wanting to deal with the 7s I've talk about social media, the illusion, putting up a facade. You know what I mean? So she's not. We could possibly see Selena wish Justin and Hailey, you know, congratulations, just because I don't know if her team is telling her to do this, but because it's gonna get like crazy, like especially if Selena doesn't respond. She doesn't want to respond, okay? I'm saying she does not want to respond to this because, you know, yes, it would make her look good if she did, but I feel like her team is pushing her, or maybe Selena just feels guilty, like she should respond to it, or at least acknowledge it and say congratulations, so that, you know, people could just shut the hell up and like leave her alone and not act like she's like, you know, over here super mad about it. It's like, yeah, of course, you guys, she is a little disappointed because, you know, she did want, the universe card in the reverse talks about, damn, like that was something that I wish I could have had with you, but I understand why it didn't work out. So I'm assuming she is still with Benny, guys, and you know, she's seeing the reasons. You know, when you take a step back, and like I've said this before on my channel, you take a step back and you kind of like analyze your situation with your ex, or an ex-friend, or an ex-lover, or maybe like family members that you didn't get along with or whatever, and you just kind of take a step back and you realize, you know what, the universe had my back all along. Like, I really didn't like need that person in my life, and this is why, you know. And I feel like Selena can see that. Like, she sees, you know, certain things that Hailey has brought out in Justin, that when she dated Justin, it just wasn't there yet because he was immature. They were both immature. They were young. So she's coming out of this energy. It's talking about a realization, but at the same time, she's like, you know what? I'm grateful that it didn't work out with Justin and I, because he seems to be happy where he's at, or he seems you know, to be getting his blessings. It seems to be working out for him because that's where he should be. The universe card is in the reverse, talking about, it seems like, you know, that's what I keep hearing from Selena. It seems like that's where they needed this. They needed this child. They needed this child. Like I keep hearing her say that. They needed this. They needed this. So that's interrupting my train of thought. I keep hearing Selena say that. So yeah, I'm not feeling like you guys are trying to make her seem like, I do feel like obviously she's a little, you know, of course, there is a little like sadness there. There is a little bit of her moping a little bit, but it's also, you know what? It worked out. It worked out. You know what I'm saying? And just kind of like closing herself off, trying her best not to look at things, trying her best, you know, not to go on social media, trying not to ruin any partnerships or deals that she has for herself. So just kind of like staying under the radar, staying low. Also too, she's attending to her businesses. She has a lot of stuff that she's working on. I'm actually like surprised to feel this from her, as far as like her overworking herself, because, you know, she tries, especially nowadays, Selena's been trying not to work as much, like, and she's been trying to like set herself up to not work as much, to, you know, so that she doesn't burn out, especially because I don't know, I feel like her lupus allegedly has been getting, I don't know if it's been getting worse, but I am hearing something about her lupus. Like, she has a lot, guys, that she's dealing with, and this Justin and Hailey thing is really like the last thing on her mind. Like, you know what I mean, guys? Like, yes, of course, I'm sure she's heard it, and it's saying, yes, she's heard. My spirit guides are like, she has heard it, but she's not going to like acknowledge it, you know what I mean, unless her team pushes her. There is a possibility that Selena will come out and say congratulations or comment on one of their posts or something. Maybe Hailey's. I don't really see her doing this with Justin. That would be crazy if she did. I mean, I wouldn't put it past Selena. She has done crazy stuff before, so, and not cared. So, you know, I wouldn't put it past her. But also, too, Spirit could just be advising Selena, or, you know, people around Selena could just be telling her or pushing her, hey, you know, these people are talking all this mess about you and not being happy for Justin, and they're trying to like stir the pot, you know, so do you want to respond, you know? And Selena's just like, I don't know, not really, like, I don't really see the need. I can hear her voice. I don't really see the need. And they're like, why don't you do it? You know, it'll make you look good. It'll make you look good, Selena. It will end the fucking feud, because this is a new beginning for Hailey and Justin. It will end the feud. The silent feud between you guys, or the fans putting this feud against you guys, you know what I mean? So I do feel like, though, guys, allegedly, I do feel like Selena feels like this baby was just to save her relationship, or Hailey and Justin's relationship. She feels like this baby is supposed to save, or it's just to save their relationship, their marriage, because the partnership and partnerships does talk about marriage, okay? Yeah, the threes do talk about like a support system, a community of people, like I said in the past, and, you know, just kind of like building your alliances, building that partnership, building something together, and making it so that it's strong, you know, is what I'm trying to say, guys. And I feel like Selena feels like their union, their partnership allegedly is not strong, and that this baby was just to save that, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's a little bit so far what I'm getting from her, but let's see what else comes out. Yeah, guys, she knew. I got the waiting game card in the reverse. She freaking knew. Selena knew. She was like, I knew you were gonna, she's like, I knew Hailey was gonna get pregnant. She already freaking knew this. She knew it was a matter of time. She knew, she had a feeling when Justin and Hailey officially called it, you know, when they were together, she knew that they were gonna, you know, get married. She pretty much, Selena knows how, she be predicting. Like, low-key, Selena be predicting shit. But temptation, Selena was tempted to reach out. I'm seeing she was tempted to reach out, or she was tempted to okay. Alright, so it's talking about there's someone around Selena. Okay, allegedly, guys. I'm getting this message, so I'm just gonna say this, but this is alleged, okay? Selena is tempted, though, or someone around Selena is tempted, because they are mad for Selena. They're tempted to leak some information about Hailey and Justin. Like, they know a lot of stuff about Hailey and Justin, and like what's really going on with them. So I'm seeing somebody is a snake in Justin or fucking Hailey's camp, and they're either friends with Selena, and they get information allegedly Because also too, remember guys, I said that she is intuitive. Selena is intuitive. She's a Cancer. She is intuitive. But just because you're a water sign doesn't mean you're in tune like that. Doesn't mean you're in tune. And it doesn't mean you're healthily in tune, right? So, but yeah, Selena, allegedly, she has a friend. Maybe this is somebody in her team that works closely with Hailey or Justin. But and they don't know that they work with Selena. Okay, guys? But there's someone around them that knows a lot of what's going on with them. I'm just gonna say that, guys. Allegedly, there is someone around Hailey and Justin that have been tipping off things to Selena. So she knows, she keeps her eye on them. She okay, why am I getting this message? What the fuck? Okay, I got this with the temptation card. There is somebody that is trying to control the narrative. They're trying to leak shit about Selena and Justin, or not Selena and Justin, I'm sorry, Hailey and Justin, and they know things, and they are close with Selena. So I don't know if this is partly Taylor Swift, allegedly. I just say Taylor because she's, you know, Selena's really close to Taylor, and Taylor, or maybe Taylor knows them too. Okay, maybe Taylor knows them too. Base chakra, Selena needs to ground herself. I do feel like she needs to ground herself with this, or she needs to stay off of social media. Okay, she obviously needs to stay off of social media. But Spirit definitely wants her to stop doing what she's doing, and this temptation card is telling me they want her spirit guides want her to stop doing what she's doing. It's very toxic. It's not helping her to heal fully. Hey guys, so I just wanted to cut in and say this really quick. So this temptation card could mean multiple things. It could also mean that Selena is allegedly doing stuff that is not like the best for her health. And you know, you guys know that she does deal with lupus, and this could also be like maybe some mental health issues that she's dealing with, and her obsessing over this whole, you know, the thought of Justin moving on. And not to make it all about Justin, but she could also be just dealing with other stuff that I was picking up on that are, of course, like, you know, making her do things that are not in her best interest. Like, you know, maybe she's not, the temptation card could mean that she could be indulging in stuff. But if she's pregnant, I hope that, if allegedly she is pregnant, because in the past I know that it's been said that Selena has a drinking problem. So the temptation card could literally just mean that she's engaging in drinking too much and she shouldn't be. Selena, if you're not pregnant and you're overly drinking, please be careful. Because yeah, your guides are telling on you. Your guides are telling you that they're worried about you. So whatever you're doing, if it's not the Justin thing I just said, guys, allegedly, I'm saying this for all entertainment purposes only, then she just needs to stop indulging or obsessing in whatever it is that she's indulging or obsessing over, because whatever this is, it's not healthy for her. So it doesn't have to be a substance. It could literally be a habit that she has, or like some traumas that she needs to, you know, heal from, and she's obsessing and doing the same patterns in this relationship with Benny. She's not moving on. It could be stuff like this, but we'll dive more deep into her and Benny, and if she's pregnant or not, and then when I read on her. But yeah, I just wanted to cut in and say this. It could literally just be anything, guys. Maybe it's not even Justin. It could just be a warning for her to be careful and to slow down with what she's doing, or to stop what she's doing. Okay, I just wanted to say that. All right, guys, bye. To heal fully, because there is some part of her. I did get my mental conflict card, guys, in the upright, and I was feeling like, you know, a mental battle with her. So yeah, she and temptation too can talk about obsession. Okay, obsessing over something. And the universe card is here in the reverse, saying that Selena feels like there is some unfinished business between her and Justin, allegedly, even though she's trying to move forward. Or maybe she wants to come forward and kind of like, you know, like act like she's coming with good intentions, and you know, she wants to speak out and say congratulations to Justin and Hailey, or maybe she wants to reach out to Hailey, or maybe reach out to Justin on, you know, but act like on friendly terms. Selena allegedly is too. She was waiting for them to divorce. Allegedly, Selena was waiting for them to divorce. Yeah, she's surprised, guys. Selena is surprised that they've been going this long. She's very surprised. Very surprised. I'm getting my positive movement forward card in the reverse. Okay, just so y'all know. My waiting game card is in the reverse, guys. Okay, my base chakra. and my patience and planning reverse. She feels like they didn't really like, she feels like they're not ready to be parents, allegedly. Selena feels like Justin's not ready to be a dad, and she sees a lot of, she feels like Justin is not healed, and he's too toxic to be a dad right now. Allegedly, guys, allegedly. Okay, Selena doesn't feel like Justin's changed. She feels like he's still toxic. She feels like he's gonna make the same mistakes his dad made. I don't know if Selena's big. I mean, she has a Cancer. I don't know if Selena's big on, like, looking at your family members, like, to see how you're gonna be. You know, I don't know if she values, like, whoever she dates, she really tries to get to know their family members, or she tries to know, like, you know, like, history about your family. She's that type of girlfriend where she wants to be involved in every aspect of your life, like, especially your family. Like, she wants to know where you come from. She wants to know, like, how you grew, you know, basically how you grew up, you know. She wants to look at your childhood, like, videos and photos and scrapbook, you know what I mean? I see her doing that with Benny as well. Like, I'm wondering if she did that with Benny. Like, I keep hearing or seeing it. But yeah, she doesn't feel like they planned this correctly. She feels like they're not moving fast, but she feels like they're not ready to be parents. And she's heard things about Hailey, allegedly. She's heard things about Hailey where she's questioning, like, are you sure you're ready to be a mom? Not saying Hailey does, like, crazy crap, but she's like, she's heard things about Hailey's character or personality that have made her question if she would be a good mom or not. She's like, Selena feels like Hailey, I just heard this. Selena feels like Hailey doesn't really have a nurturing bone in her body. Wow. Damn, Selena. Allegedly. And she definitely doesn't feel like Justin is ready. Justin is still, I keep picking this up. I'm picking this up through Selena's energy. Allegedly, Selena did not say this, guys. Is Justin still battling with addiction? Allegedly. And, you know, Hailey, they're trying to cover up something about Justin. Okay, allegedly. I don't know. Justin's trying to get help for it. I don't know if he's been in rehab recently and they tried to, like, hide it. You know. So, I don't know. I keep feeling this. This has been a big thing that's been a problem in their union is that Justin is... This has been a big problem with Hailey and Justin. Justin's addicted to something. Allegedly. Sorry, guys, I have to keep saying that. Justin is addicted, or he's having problems kicking up a certain problem or a habit, or it could just be something that he keeps doing. Maybe, and he's big on, I've said this before about him, he's big on walking away from conflict. Like I said, like, they'll get into arguments and Justin will leave. Like, that's very Pisces of him. He will just dip. Not in the middle of their argument fully, I'm hearing. I mean, he has, I feel like, not fully. He's trying to get better at this, but, like, he is dipped out of the house, and Hailey's like, where the fuck is Justin? Very Pisces. That doesn't surprise me as a Pisces. That doesn't surprise me that Justin be running from conflict or when things get tough. And maybe that's something that Selena is also too, I'm feeling she's worried about for Hailey. There are things that Selena surprisingly is a little worried about that Hailey's gonna have to deal with, or that she's been dealing with. And I feel like too, I keep saying this, guys, but there's someone, or maybe multiple people around Hailey and Justin separately too, and together, that know them both, that tip off information to Selena. Like, Selena keeps tabs, like, allegedly. She keeps tabs. She's trying to get better at that. I think too, what's helped her is, I think Benny has helped her, like, direct her attention, her obsession. But yeah. And she's like, I stand by what I say, guys. In the beginning, though, she is trying to be off of social media. She's trying not to look at a lot of things. She's trying not to listen to a lot of things. She's back and forth. It's like 1 minute she cares and then the next she doesn't. Okay, guys. So let me see how Selena feels about Hailey being a mom. How does Selena feel about Hailey being a mom? Because we picked up on how she feels about Justin being a dad. I kind of touched on that already. Okay, guys, this is cute energy. I do feel like it's not mirroring yet what I've said. It's actually coming out. I'm getting good cards, and they're in the upright. So far I've said that, you know, Selena feels like Hailey, like there are certain things that Selena questions about Hailey, but I don't feel like the concern is completely there. But there are certain things that she's heard about Hailey's personality and the way she does things that kind of have made her like question her in the past, like, oh, would you ever be a good mom? But this is how she's currently feeling as well, about Hailey being a mom. So I got the Knight of Pentacles. So that is talking about, you know, the Knight of Pentacles is earth energy, and Hailey actually does have her, I'm looking at her chart, guys. Oh, she has her moon in Taurus. So, and she has her Mars in Virgo. So that's what I was feeling too. I do feel like Hailey is going to be a very stable mother. I'll pull on more specifically how spirits will say that she's going to be as a mom. But from Selena's perspective, she doesn't see Hailey having a problem being a mom, actually. She feels like she's very reliable. She feels like she'll give, you know, that child everything. She'll spoil the child. She feels like she'll be, I keep hearing of sound mind for her kid. You know what I mean? Like, you know, she'll be the sound of the rational one. You know what I mean? Like, she feels like Justin isn't really rational a lot of times. He's too emotional. And she feels like Hailey will help balance that out. You know what I mean? And she feels like Hailey will give their baby like a stable household, stable union, stable, you know, relationship. She'll have a good relationship with her kid. Like, she feels like that, which is so sweet. Aw. And then the Six of Pentacles is talking about being giving and receiving gifts, you know. So I feel like she feels like she's gonna have a lot of love and support around her. She feels like she'll have a lot of her fans are gonna be excited. The public's gonna be excited, because the sixes for me can also talk about, you know, public support, you know what I mean? And she sees her being a good role model for their baby, you know what I mean? She really feels like, even though her and Hailey have had their problems, there are a couple of things that kind of concern her, but the main thing is, at her core, she knows, she can't deny it. You can't deny it, Selena. She knows that Hailey's going to be a good mom, and it's going to be, you know, a good learning opportunity for her as well, and it will grow, she feels like it will grow, you know, Hailey up more, and it's going to benefit her as well in the long run. But she is worried about the partnership between her and Justin. Not too worried, because she's like, that ain't my business. You know what I mean, guys? She's like, that ain't my business. But, you know, she also feels like, yeah, I'm getting good cards, guys. I got my Six of Swords. You know, I feel like she also feels like this is going to help Hailey transform more. This is going to move her more into a positive direction of healing her inner child, of healing any wounds that, you know, anyone has caused her in the past. Like, she's going to grow so much from this, and she's really excited, you know, for her growth as a person, because she wants that within herself, especially when, you know, Selena has a baby. She wants that. She wants people to be supportive and giving. I'm wondering too if Selena wants to send Hailey something. If she wants to send Hailey and Justin a gift or something, or have her team send it, or find a way to like send Hailey a gift. I feel like she could. I mean, I don't really feel like they're on complete bad terms, honestly, guys. Like, I'll look more into it, but I don't feel like they completely dislike each other like I have felt in the past. I feel like, you know, Selena being in her own stuff and getting in her relationship with Benny, I think that's helped her to heal in a lot of ways too, and to move past a lot of her exes, not just, you know, Justin, but her past exes too. There was a lot of baggages that Selena needed to work through, and she is working through that, which it's good to see that. You know, the Six of Swords talks about working through those baggages, you know, the hurt that people have caused you, the betrayal, you know, childhood betrayal as well, trauma, working through all of that, and your own personal inflicted trauma that you've done or that you've gathered from other people, maybe emotions that you've taken on that you shouldn't have. You're healing from all that, you know. So Selena feels like this is going to really propel Hailey into a better her, and it's going to heal her. It's going to show her in the areas where she was wrong. Her child is literally going to mirror her, and she hopes that, you know, it's a learning opportunity, because it's also another six that came out, you know. Page of Pentacles in the upright. I'm wondering with the Six of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles, guys, I'm wondering if Selena wants to send Justin and Hailey something, like a gift, or if they're going to, this would be wild, but if they're going to invite her to the baby shower. I don't really think this would happen, but guys, I could be wrong. Maybe they will invite her to the baby shower. But I'm seeing, it's probably not that, but I'm seeing that Selena wants to send something, or she wants to show support in some way. Okay, the sixes talk about support, and the Page of Pentacles talk about extending, you know, showing, you know, extending. Let me show you guys the card. Extending an open hand and saying, hey, like, just wanted to say, you know, congratulations, you know, I hope everything goes well with the baby and all that. Like, you know, extending and showing that she's matured, or there's no bad blood or anything like that. Like, Selena's contemplating doing that. So I'm curious to see if, you know, she's going to issue out a statement saying congratulations to them. If she's going to post something, it's showing open acknowledgement. Okay, so we'll see, guys. We'll see. Maybe her team is pushing her to do this, so, you know, it makes her look good. Maybe Selena feels like this is something she needs to do so that it makes her look a certain way, or she really does want to do it. You know what I mean? So look out for that, guys. I don't know if she's already done it. I don't believe so when I'm recording this. Hopefully I can get this video up fast enough and, you know, she won't have done it yet. But yeah, guys, like, I'm seeing she does want to show open support in some way. So that's good. You guys are probably gonna be like, but that shit fake though. With the Fulfillment of Wishes card, I'm really glad to see this, guys. This card is talking about that they have been wanting this for so long, and the universe, God, Spirit has finally blessed them with this baby. They are so grateful for this. They feel like they won. They feel like this baby is going to bring them so much peace. It's going to teach them a lot. They feel like this is such an overabundance of like blessings, and I feel like they feel like this is just the start. I feel like Hailey I'm wondering if she had a difficult pregnancy, or if it was really difficult for her to get pregnant. I always felt that for her, that she was going to have problems with her pregnancy, or she was going to have problems getting pregnant, or she was going to have like a lot of false pregnancies. I don't think I've ever said that in my readings, guys, just because I didn't want to like say that or jinx it. But yeah, guys, I'm seeing that they're so excited and they feel so blessed, you know. They've had a lot of people pray over them too. I don't know if Hailey and Justin go to church still, but I'm seeing that they've had a lot of people pray over them. They've went to a lot of like maybe spiritual advisors, or, you know, maybe a lot of, you know, they went to, I don't know if Hailey had to get her eggs froze, or, you know, she did that. It's talking about something like that. Or is she really prepared to have this baby, you know, and it took a minute, because the 9 are blessings that they took a while to happen, but you manifested it and you believed in it and you kept watering it. You know what I mean, guys? You kept nurturing it even when you didn't see the blessings, or even when you didn't see like anything happening. And staying within that power and knowing no matter what that it was going to happen. You know what I mean? And kind of coming out of that negative thinking. You know, I think Justin and Hailey have dealt with that a lot, where they thought I'm seeing too, they've considered adopting. I'm seeing they considered adopting. I'm seeing they considered a surrogate. So I don't know. Again, I don't know if Hailey has talked about this, but I am feeling she had problems getting pregnant, or there were miscarriages, allegedly. She's had miscarriages or false pregnancies, and they were really weighing on her, guys. Like Hailey like really went through it to get pregnant. Like I can see that. Like, so I don't know if she'll come out more and speak about this, or maybe the doctors were telling her that she was gonna have a hard time getting pregnant, and so they went to church and like prayed about it a lot. You know, you hear those stories about, like, I've heard a lot of them, but I'm hearing this for Justin and Hailey, like, where, you know, the doctor tells you, like, and you're very, you know, religious or whatever, and they tell you, like, okay, like, you guys are gonna have a hard time getting pregnant, like, it's not looking good, and they say all these negative things. They get you worrying, right? So I'm seeing Hailey and Justin tried to stay within that power of knowing that this was gonna happen, which is the 9 fulfillment of wishes. That's what it's talking about. Like, they had it looked dark for a minute. It looked like Hailey wasn't going to be able to get pregnant. So they were considering other options, and I'm seeing that they had a lot of people pray over them, even maybe did some like rituals for them, allegedly. Not bad rituals, guys. I'm not saying like bad rituals or anything crazy like that, but, you know, like maybe Hailey went to someone spiritual, maybe Kendall. I know the Kardashians, and she's really close to Kendall, and she's really close to, I know Kylie, but she's close to the Kardashians, you know, let's keep that in mind, right? So I'm wondering, Kendall, I did say in Kendall's reading, which I found out I was right, I said in Kendall's reading that she's moving more spiritual. Okay, guys? In an interview after I edited my video and uploaded it, this was like a minute after. I don't know when she did this interview. I think the interview was old, but I had never seen it. But I came across it and I was like, oh, I'm gonna watch it. You know what I mean? She was talking about moving. She was getting interviewed and she was talking about spirituality and moving, being spiritual and all that. And I was like, oh my God, like I literally was feeling that from her, that she was moving more into a spiritual direction, getting more into her spirituality. Now, she was always kind of in her little spiritual bag, but she's been getting more into it, especially when I did that reading. So I'm feeling like maybe Kendall or maybe Hailey went to a psychic or something like that. I'm seeing there was like some spiritual or like a lot of like spiritual praying over her, a lot of manifesting, a lot of like doing certain like rituals. Maybe she knows like very spiritual people through Kendall or something like that. I'm seeing something. They did stuff to make sure that this happened. They really, like, I'm not shitting you guys, I'm seeing it, I'm feeling it. They really had to work for Hailey to be pregnant. People are probably thinking that it was easy for her to get pregnant, but I'm feeling like it was a struggle. It was a struggle for her to get pregnant. I keep feeling a lot of false pregnancies for her. So yes, triumph in the upright, memories of love. Yes, power reverse. Okay, so with this power reverse card, guys, I feel like too it was questioned a lot, like their you know, their union and their power dynamic. I feel like that was a big thing for them too. I've always talked about that. When I would pull on Hailey and Justin, I would talk about how Justin would have a hard time letting Hailey kind of do her thing. And, you know, he's learning to be, he was always supportive of her, but learning to be even more supportive when she can't attend to him. You know what I'm saying? And so Spirit wanted her to go find her own thing first. Like, I've been saying this about Hailey, and then she came out with Road. But I'm so glad that she ended up doing this, because it did propel her into having her own identity. It propelled her into knowing who she is before she became a mom. Because like at first I would always feel her just be Justin's wife. So we know her as Justin's wife. But that's how, you know, Hailey allegedly, I feel that's how she was moving. You know, was I'm just Justin's wife. And like, I want to do my own thing, but it's like I want to take care of him, and like my life is about him, and like I'm excited to be a wife, I want to be a mom, I want to have a family. But she was having a hard time with that, you know, that blessing coming through when she wanted it to. And fire signs can be very impatient, you know, we know this about them, but Spirit had to check her ass so many times to be like, listen, honey, we're going to give you this baby when we feel you're ready to have this baby. You guys still have to go through all of this to get to this blessing, right? You guys still have to go through all of this. So too, Spirit wants to remind her and Justin that they are going to be amazing parents, and to know that they are going to bring so much power into this child. This child is, I'm not going to read on this child, guys, but just know this I don't know if this kid is going to be in the industry. I don't know if they're going to be able to, I mean, obviously Justin's a singer, but I don't know if they're going to be able to sing, if they're going to be very artsy. I am getting a very artsy energy from the 9 of fulfillment of wishes. I'm getting a lot of artsy energy like this. You know, I don't want to say too much about their kid, because I don't want to pull on their kid, guys, but I'm feeling like this kid might be in the industry. Yeah, this kid is going to be famous. I mean, obviously too, because of Justin and Hailey, the kid's going to be famous, but I mean, they're going to make their own lane in something in the industry. So if it's not music, it's maybe producing, directing, maybe they're going to be some type of activist in some way. Maybe it's both. They're gonna do activism and do their movies or their art in some way, whatever their art is. Also too, this baby could be just very artsy, you know, likes to draw. Maybe they like to speak on world issues. They're very poetic. So yeah, I'm picking up a little bit. I don't want to read too much on their child, but I'm seeing the kid is going to have some place in this industry. And I know people are talking about, oh God, another Nepo baby, but you guys need to chill, just stop. So also too, guys, with Triumph in the upright, I am pulling on their union, how they're doing. So I do feel like they were having a power struggle. I do feel like Justin was, you know, having a hard time knowing his place in this marriage. He was having too, like, identity crisis. Like, I keep hearing that he was having an identity crisis, and I did talk about, I don't know if this is what he's feeling in his energy. But I was talking about in my past reading that Justin gets down on himself because he's not where he used to be. And also too, he doesn't have the urge to be in the industry anymore. You know what I mean, guys? Like, I feel like he's still gonna come out with music though. I feel like he's gonna come out with music, or he's gonna do something still in the industry, or he's gonna start directing or do more stuff behind the scenes. You know what I mean, guys? So Triumph and the Upright. So they are feeling very good. They are feeling like they are going to overcome a lot of the problems that they're having. They feel like this baby is going to help bring a lot of closure for them. They feel like this baby was what they needed to go ahead and make their marriage, you know, better. Not that they were already working through their partnership, but they feel like this baby is going to help bring them harmony, and like, you know, it's going to help, you know, Hailey's feeling like this too, but it's going to help grow them both up, you know, not just Justin, but it's going to help grow them both up. And, you know, Hailey is so excited to pour into this baby, and Justin is too. They're both so excited to pour into this baby, to like, you know, do so many cute things and create memories, and as, you know, parents and with their kid, like, they're just so excited, and it's beautiful. As you could tell, they're obviously very excited. Just look at this, guys. Look at this. Oh my god. Material and spiritual prosperity. See, spiritual prosperity, and also patience in the Upright, memories of love, and then Triumph, power in the reverse. Now, power in the reverse, guys, I feel like that just means that they need to walk into their power as parents and know that they manifested everything. They manifested this, and they deserve this. Like, I feel like, you know, their spirit guides want them to know that they deserve this blessing, and to not let people take that from them, to not let, you know, the media or what fans are saying, or what, you know, people that don't have their best interests are saying. You know, really walk in their power as parents. Know that this blessing was for them, and nothing could take that. And also too, guys, like, their dynamic, knowing that nobody can break their dynamic, and that they are overcoming a lot of their problems. I'm really, really excited to see this from them, guys, because I know a lot of people were talking about, and I said this too, a lot of people were talking about them getting a divorce, you know, and I even said that in my past reading, that they are doing good, but I did still feel divorced. So I want to see if I still feel that, not to be negative, but I just want to see, guys, if I still feel that. Yeah, because I've been wrong so far. I've been wrong about them getting a divorce. Now, I have heard that they've come close to getting a divorce. And also, too, I did talk about in my past reading about Justin possibly committing suicide. Somebody had asked me that in the past, and I said that he would try, but he wouldn't succeed. So, yeah, guys, not sure about that one yet. We'll see. That could be like a long-ass, drawn-out prediction. You know what I mean, guys? But, yeah, so knowing that they were patient, they planned, they trusted the universe, they trusted spirit, they trusted their advisors around them, they trusted their I'm gonna say religious team, you know, their spiritual team, whatever. Like, they, you know, they trusted. They learned to let go and to trust, and that's why this blessing happened, because they finally learned to let go and to give it to, you know, the universe, to give it to God, you know. So I see that they prayed a lot about this. Wow. Yeah, guys, I want to go back to this card, the Triumph card. They've really overcome a lot of things in their marriage. They're really trying to work on their marriage. It hasn't been easy. I've been saying in my past readings that they were going through it. They were going through a lot of stuff, but what matters is that they're fighting through it, and they're battling their demons. You know what I mean? Even separately and in their relationship, they're trying to battle their demons. And I think that this baby is going to help with that too. It's going to help them get that closure within themselves. It's going to bring them peace. You know, I keep saying that. Okay, so the next question, guys, is why were Justin and Hailey having marriage troubles? We'll see if this comes back out, but I was mainly feeling so far, not mainly, sorry, I was feeling part of that was because of Justin's now, it doesn't have to be substances, but it was either his immaturity. The temptation card talks about his toxicity, Hailey's toxicity, not just Justin, Hailey's toxicity, them listening to other people in their camps or outside, you know, letting people kind of like invade their marriage. I'm already picking up on it. Oh my gosh. So we'll see what comes out. But the main thing so far, let me say, that I was feeling was as well as that Justin is dealing with some type of like bad habit, or you know, it's been really bad for him. Allegedly he's trying to get past it, whatever this you know, a substance or toxic addiction he has. It may not be a substance, it could be toxic patterns that he's having a hard time breaking his toxic patterns. And I feel like some of those things I'm feeling is like him running. He runs a lot. He's very emotionally immature. Yeah, he's emotionally immature. Can be a brat, you know. He can be a brat. Justin can be a brat. Sorry, guys, I know y'all love Justin. He could be a brat. Okay, guys, so the question was, why are Justin and Hailey having marriage problems, or why were they having marriage problems? People were thinking since Hailey got so quiet or whatever, and Justin, they got quiet, and then, you know, Justin was seen crying in a photo, and apparently I read that was from his friend passing. So I don't know if that's true, guys. Let me know if you guys happen to know why Justin was crying. I don't know, but apparently, or people think it was because he found out he was a dad, and then, you know, I feel like it's both. It could be both, especially if he, obviously, like if you just had a friend that passed away, then obviously it was that. But then I would think that Justin would have issued out some type of like post or something like that. But maybe he just wanted to keep it private and just post a picture of himself crying. But more so, I feel like too, it was to, you know, her being pregnant as well. You know, maybe they had just recorded the video, or they had just like did something with the, you know, with her announcing the baby. Maybe it was to like a family, you know, her family, they were announcing it or something. So yeah, anyway, guys, I pulled 4 cards on why or what's going on in their union. Now this is all alleged, okay, guys, but we're gonna go ahead and talk about it. So the first card I got was heart-to-heart conversations in the reverse. So I've already kind of talked about this, but Justin and Hailey, their communication was really bad at first, and it's been bad. It's always been an ongoing thing. I think that they have a hard time. Let's see. Justin has his Mercury in Aquarius retrograde, and Hailey has her Mercury in Sagittarius, and it's not retrograded, but I'm seeing that their communication was really bad. Like, it was off. Like, they would leave things unfinished. They wouldn't finish conversations. They would be afraid to have certain conversations. It's been taking a minute for them to get better with their communication. It's completely off too. I feel like Justin is more emotional when he speaks, even though he's a Mercury in Aquarius. It is retrograded, so he has a hard time really, you know, saying how he feels. He can be blunt, and he can, you know, express his emotions not in the best type of way, even when he's communicating, when he decides to communicate. But I feel like Justin, he like will go, you know what I mean, like, never mind. Like, I feel like he does that a lot, where he'll dismiss, you know, he'll dismiss a conversation, he'll dismiss Hailey, allegedly. Like, Hailey will try to have really, you know, in-depth conversations with him, and she tries to keep it very upfront, blunt, like, what the hell, like, let's talk about this, what's going on, you know. And, you know, Hailey doesn't like there being conversation, like, no conversation with her should be off limits, you know what I mean? Like, I feel this from her very strongly, that Justin, a lot of conversations are off limits to him. He's trying to get better at that, but like, Hailey will force him to try to talk about his emotions, or like to talk about, you know, a situation they're going through, and he won't do it. Like, he's like he'll shut down. I'm seeing him shut down, and so conversations have been hard, you know, to have with him. And sometimes with Hailey, like, Justin is afraid to tell Hailey certain things because she'll blow up. So she's been trying to get better at this, and you know, and she'll say really harsh things, and he's like, dang, like, so he'd be like afraid to have certain conversations with her too, because of how blunt she is, and how she's like Hailey's like a no bullshitter. Like, she's just like, just tell me like it is. Like, what's wrong with you? Just tell me like it is. Like, I told y'all, Hailey could be rough. Like, I'm telling y'all, she could be fucking rough. She's a cusp. Sag Scorpio or Scorpio Sag cusp, and she has her Mercury in Sag, Moon in Taurus, very stubborn, has to have it her way. Mars in Virgo, needs to make her point, you know. She tends to like make her point very harshly, and Justin can handle it to some degree. He's learned to like handle this in the past, especially because he has Aquarius, and I'm seeing, you know, he has Aquarius, so it helps. But he's also super sensitive. Like, he's way more sensitive than Hailey. So when they try to have these conversations and they're arguing, it just does, it just, a lot of times in the past, it's gone left. It's just been bad. And, like, they'll end up crying. Like, Hailey will end up being really mad, so mad that she's crying. I feel like Hailey cries when she's mad. I feel like she's one of those people that cries. She gets so angry that she has to cry. And then Justin just, like, I feel like he just be, like, shutting down cold. And he'll, like, go off and isolate himself and start being emotional. I feel like Justin doesn't like, he's gotten better at this with Hailey, but, like, I feel like he doesn't like crying in front of people, or he doesn't like showing his emotions like that unless he feels like it. Like, he has to be in the mood to do that. So that's why, too, him doing that, that video where, or that photo where he's crying, I was like, oh, shoot. Like, but it's obviously for, like, either the baby or, like, something, you know, like, if his friend passed away, then he doesn't mind, of course, like, showing that side of him. But if it's, like, private things, more, like, things that he needs to work on, or, you know, Hailey's nagging at him, because she does have a naggy personality, to say that, sorry, Hailey. You have Virgo, so I already know you be nagging him. I already know you be nagging him, you be bossing him around. You came out as the king of wands, girl, so I already know how you get down. So yeah, Justin, he has a hard time dealing with that sometimes, and sometimes Hailey can be very mean, especially when she drinks. Oh my god, allegedly. When Hailey drinks, I also feel like she does get lovey-dovey, but when you make her mad, it's bad. Like, it gets bad. Like, she's one of those people that drink that get really, like, mad. So then, guys, I got engagement in the upright. So this one kind of threw me off because I was like, what? It's like engagement. So now I know that they just renewed their vows. People did think that was weird. I did see someone say that they thought that was weird. But I am seeing that they are trying to, you know, have a new beginning, a new chapter, and they feel like this is the perfect way to do that and to correctly bring their daughter or their son in. I keep wanting to say daughter, guys, but I feel like I could be wrong. Maybe it's not a girl, but I keep wanting to say daughter, so I don't know. I could be wrong. She might be having a boy. So, but yeah, anyway, guys, they feel like this is going to help them. They feel like, you know, especially them renewing their vows was a good omen. Like, I feel like they felt like that was a good omen and a proper way to bring in the new year. You know, is by getting re-engaged or you know, not re-engaged, but renewing their vows. Like, I feel like they really made it a point to do that because they wanted to bring good energy, and I think they were told or guided to do this. Like, you guys should renew your vows. You guys should, like, you know, start fresh, especially with this baby on the way. You should start fresh, you know. So I feel like this engagement was, or this engagement energy was definitely needed because it brought back that spark and that excitement back into their relationship, you know what I mean? And sometimes you need to do that. You need to be re-inspired. So it's fun to do stuff like that. It's fun to, you know, redo your vows or something like that, even though they're still young, and like people are like, why are they renewing their vows? Like, they weren't even married that long. Well, that's something that they felt like they needed to do spiritually. They felt like they needed to do that. And I feel like they were guided to do that, guys. I feel like a lot of people encouraged them to do that because I feel like they did talk to other people. Do you think, you know, this is a good idea? You know, are we too, you know, early on in our engagement, or are we too early in our marriage to be doing this? You know what I mean, guys? They thought of this too, like, you know. But family healing, family issues in the reverse, okay, for their next card, and pay attention to the red flag. So yeah, I feel like they, again, guys, having heart-to-heart conversations is in the reverse, okay? These two are telling me as well that there was a lot of things, as well as the healing family issues card. I feel like they're still working through, more so, I feel like Hailey has definitely some past traumas, or we all do, you know what I mean, guys? But she doesn't have as heavy burdens as I feel Justin does. But I feel like Justin is working, they're both having to, you know, help each other and work through their baggages. And I feel like when it came time to have like certain conversations, again, Hailey is about having those conversations. She's about going to therapy. She's about getting extensive help so that they, you know, to not do it alone, you know, even like going to the church and like you know, asking people for guidance like that. And Justin is for that too to some extent, but when it comes to like having those heart-to-heart conversations amongst each other, he was struggling a lot with that. And you know, trying not to run from, you know, conversations that were uncomfortable or questions that were uncomfortable, and maybe even feelings that were uncomfortable that he hadn't dealt with, not just with Hailey, but there were things coming up for Justin in his marriage with Hailey that he hadn't dealt with, or that he's been trying to deal with, that, you know, his parents left him with, that burden that his parents left him with. And same with Hailey, her anger, I think that was a big thing. I think Hailey's anger, you know, would, you know, offset Justin a lot. And just kind of too, I feel like Hailey, when she wants to talk about something or when she's feeling something and she's comfortable with you, she can be very forceful and like sit you down and like, no, we're going to talk about this. And I feel like Justin just didn't handle that well. He was just like, because the main thing I'm seeing, guys, so far is their conversations, their arguments, you know, like that was a big thing, how they communicated that anger, how they communicated those emotions. Like that's been a big thing in their relationship, on top of Justin dealing with his family issues and, you know, him not fully dealing with the fact that he's not healed. And same with Hailey, like there were certain things coming up for her that she was like, I haven't dealt with this, oh my god. And maybe we jumped into this marriage a little too early. Like there was a lot of doubt with that too, allegedly, that I'm seeing, guys. Also too, there were a lot of I'm gonna say this, they were annoying each other like a lot. Like I'm seeing Hailey get annoyed with Justin, like, oh my god, I didn't know you did this. Like little simple things where he leaves his like socks, or like just you know, little certain things that she didn't pay attention to. That's really minor, but there were bigger things going on with them both that they were like, ooh, we didn't notice that red flag, or we didn't pay attention to that red flag. So now, because they had jumped into marriage, or they felt at one point that they jumped into marriage too early and they didn't really fully get to know each other, even though they've known each other for a minute. But it's one thing to, you know, be in that relationship with someone and see them that way from when you guys were friends, you know what I mean, or you were just dating. So like there were a lot of red flags that Justin and Hailey both, I feel like this is both of them, where they didn't see that at first and they're like, oh my god, I don't know if I could deal with that. Like these were major red flags as well that they were seeing that kind of shook up their marriage, you know what I mean? But the major thing was healing family issues, guys, healing family issues. Also too, they need to deal with things right when they happen. I'm seeing that they would let things pile up, and you know, Hailey would just like start nitpicking, and the way she was navigating with Justin, she didn't know how to fully navigate with him, and vice versa, you know what I mean, guys? So that's what I'm seeing. Pretty basic things that you deal with in a relationship, you know what I mean? And also too, Justin's in, you know, I'm gonna say it, allegedly, like Hailey would question if he was being faithful to her. He would question it. I mean, she would question it. But on that note, guys, let's see if they will divorce. So the next question, guys, is will Hailey and Justin get a divorce? Okay, so with the Lovers card, that was the first card that came out in the upright. The King of Pentacles in the upright, I feel like this is Justin's energy. And the Nine of Cups in the upright. So I feel like they're definitely going to have even more arguments, because I did clarify with the Emperor reverse. I did clarify with the Three of Pentacles reverse and the Five of Swords reverse. I see there being a lot of mental conflict, a lot of confusing arguments. There could be a lot of disharmony in their relationship. It is talking about that, and an imbalancing in the relationship. Again, I did touch on this. I feel like the imbalancing is going to happen because Hailey is going to be so consumed in making sure that the baby is okay. The baby is going to be the new focus, and Justin is not used to that, so he's going to have a hard time with that. He's going to feel like, okay, well, you're not putting enough energy into me. Or also too, I feel like they're not going to have enough time anymore to be selfish and attend to their relationship, and because of that, it's going to cause a lot of, you know, resentment, them not talking things through or being nervous to talk about things. So they need to work on this. I keep talking about this, but they need to work on this. They need to make sure that they're always communicating, that they're always talking about when something's bothering them, when something feels off. You know, sitting down, having dinners together, going out date nights, traveling, taking trips, making sure that they can have someone watch the baby. This is going to be a big thing because Justin and Hailey are used to doing these things. So I'm seeing that they still want to keep these things very alive in their relationship. But I'm seeing that be a struggle. So I feel like they're going to try to get it under wraps. They're going to try. With the Five of Swords, I see a lot of Justin needing to get his mental health under control still, because and Hailey too, she's going to have severe, allegedly, she's going to have really bad postpartum. So she needs to make sure that she's taking care of herself, and that if she needs a break, if she needs to make sure that if she needs a break, she takes a break. If she's going to feel mom guilt for even getting a nanny or someone to watch their kid, she needs to do that. They have the money. I hate to say it like that, but y'all have the money. So she needs to make sure that she takes time away from herself. Like, you know, I just want to stress this to Hailey. She needs to make sure she takes time away from herself. She's such a nurturer to the point where nurtures so much that I feel she tends to like lose herself, especially with, you know, she was doing that with Justin. But I feel like she loses herself a lot when she starts doing this. So and it's gonna backfire on her. So she needs to make sure that she's checking in with herself. She has her own therapist separate from Justin. You know, just doing her daily, you know, things that she does, staying on schedule. She has her Mars in Virgo, so she needs to keep doing like a routine, making sure she has a routine, making sure she has a schedule for her and the baby and herself, and just putting herself first, you know, and her business, you know. And I also see that Hailey wants to open up. She wants to extend, I keep feeling this for her, she wants to extend Road and do other business ventures. Like, she wants to extend herself outside of Road. So I don't know if she's looking into doing makeup or if she's getting more into charity work, because I do feel that for her. I feel like her and Justin are gonna do like charity work, or they're gonna start really pushing like I see them doing worldly charity work, you know, like stuff like Palestine, things like that. Like, I see them joining like charities, or starting a foundation, or just putting a lot of their time and effort into that. And or, you know, Hailey wants to start like a, you know, I think she already did this with her Road, but I see her wanting to do like I was gonna say something for mothers, but she already did like a campaign for Road. So maybe it's just that she wants to do like a baby line or a baby skincare line or something. Like this baby's gonna spark new creative energy for them. Same with Justin. I want to pull on if he's gonna do music. Ooh, guys, Justin's gonna do music again. He's already working on an album. I see Justin working on some type of music project. Maybe if it's not for his album, it's for someone else. Maybe he's like writing for other artists, or Justin started like a label or something like that, and he's bringing on other artists. I know he discovered Madison Beer, so I'm wondering if he's playing on that more, if he got my magician card, guys. So that's talking about something, and the moon card is in the reverse. The moon card's in the reverse, so that's talking about him. He's about to reveal it. He's about to reveal what he's been working on. So it could talk about, maybe it's another clothing line. It's definitely obviously something very creative that he's been working on, or he's collaborating with some more people, or he's doing like a collaborative album with someone, like a unexpected collaborative album. Maybe tour, unexpected, you know, reunion tour, or like not reunion. You know how Taylor Swift did like the Eras tour? I'm wondering if Justin, once everything gets settled with the baby, and to make more money, of course, because I'm seeing their money, like they're not in a bad space, but Justin wants to bring in more money. Or Hailey, maybe Hailey's pushing him to. Her Sag, her Virgo Mars ass is like pushing him. You need to get out there and work. You better work, bitch. Anyway, I'm seeing that Justin's working on something. He's working on something. When was the last time Justin came out with an album? Okay, guys, this is the last album I'm seeing that he dropped, which was called Justice. And then he did like a deluxe version. And this was back in, sorry guys, I'm looking right now. This was back in 2021 that he did this album. I don't think he's released anything prior, or I know that he got on the remix to Snooze with SZA, and I know he's been doing here and there, he's been doing like collaborations, but Justin's ready to get back out there and he's ready to at least release music. I don't feel like he's ready quite yet to tour. even though I am feeling a tour coming up. I don't know if his team is trying to push him to tour, but Justin's not, he doesn't want to, I keep feeling this, his relationship to music has been like tarnished. Like he's having a hard time feeling inspired. Or in the past, and I think this baby is going to inspire a new album, guys, like, which we would hope, right? It's going to inspire new music, or it's going to inspire him to come out with more collaborative projects with other artists, or more so I'm feeling himself, though. It's a lot of stuff with himself. He wants to do an album. I'm seeing he's working on his music. He's working on his music. Yeah, I'm seeing he's working on his music. He's working on maybe a movie. It could be also a movie he's working on, or maybe he's like writing for other artists, or he's directing. But this could be a prediction. A lot of things he's going to start dabbling into, like, you know, explore other parts of his creativity. You know, I don't think he's really dived too much into it yet, guys. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think Justin has dived too much into it. But he's working on some stuff. Nine of Cups too is telling me that. King of Pentacles, they're pushing him to his team. And the Lovers, he misses making music. I'm telling you guys, he misses making music, but he doesn't want to be in the industry. He doesn't like what comes with that. He's tired of the industry. He's tired of the rumors, the backlash. He's tired of people treating him bad. He's tired of people not appreciating what he's contributed to the industry. And it's like I said, guys, it's like the industry, like this whole thing is tarnished. All the shit he's been through, it's really tarnished his love of music, I'm saying. But he's finding that again. And you know, just himself and what he's gone through is all his, you know, like I keep saying, guys, all his trauma and growing up so young in the industry, and how people have just been weird with him. You know, he's another artist, like I said about Billy, that people have just like violated him, you know what I mean? So he's trying to he's getting re-inspired again. So look out, he's gonna, I don't know, I'm gonna say this, guys, on my channel, because I did it with Hailey with her pregnancy. But I'm feeling like Justin is, and I said this about Ariana. A lot of people thought Ariana wasn't going to come out with an album. And I predicted that she was going to come out with one. Like, they didn't think she was going to come out so soon with one. Sorry. They didn't think she was going to come out with an album so soon. And I kept feeling that she was working on her album. And she even had said, no, guys, I'm not working on my music right now. Like, she had tried to, like, you know, trick people. So Justin might be trying to do that too. I don't know if he's not ready to talk about it, or if he's going to trick people, or they're bothering him about an album. But Justin is working on something. So it could just be him getting a compilation of songs together, you know, just playing around and having fun and not really making it an album yet. But I'm feeling he's working on music for an album. Okay, let's see when this album's going to come out. I'm really curious, guys, real quick. I'm really curious. Spirit's telling me that there's an album he's working on, or some type of collaborative project. Even if it's not music, he's been doing stuff behind the scenes, or trying to work on stuff behind the scenes. The World card in the upright, yep. He's working, yep. He misses music a lot. He feels so, like, seen and, like, in his power when he's doing music. It's beautiful. He misses that. He misses that feeling. He feels so empowered and sure of himself when he does music, and like he's bringing some type of worth to the world. I think Justin gets really, oh, this makes me sad to hear this. Like, Justin has battled like really bad, like allegedly suicidal thoughts, to the point where he's like, what am I contributing to society? What am I contributing to the world? You know what I mean? Like, he gets down on himself, and he'd be thinking about that shit, like sometimes up at night thinking about things, and he has to disconnect a lot, you know. He has some, I keep feeling this, guys, but he has a really unhealthy relationship to music, or he did, and he's been trying to like repair it, or to the industry, or his, like, I feel like he still likes making music, but you know, when you like doing something and then, you know, of course, like, it becomes like a chore and you just don't enjoy it like you used to. Not that you fully dislike your craft, or you fully dislike your, you know, your talent, but it's been used against him. And it's talking about how like music was more, it became more of a thing of anxiety, and like, oh god, like, or just going to perform, going on tour, going on, you know, stage of any type, you know. Maybe too, he's having a lot of anxiety or stage fright or something with that. Like, he's been having a really unhealthy relationship to his career, I'm seeing. And has thought about fully walking away from doing music. has fully thought about walking away from it. And people are like, you know what, Justin, just, you know, Hailey has also too, I feel like she's been helping him with this too, because he does love music so much, and she's been having to like remind him how much he loves music, you know, because he's just like, there was a period where he fucking hated it. Yeah, Two of Cups in the upright. She's been working with him to get re-inspired about his music, to find his love of music again. And I feel like this baby is going to help with that too. See, this is even deeper. This baby is going to bring in that re-inspiration, that get him re-inspired and make him, and it's going to, you know, put that drive back into him and make him be like, you know what, I'm doing this for my daughter. See, I keep saying girl. See, you know what, I'm doing this for my son. I'm doing this for my daughter. Or my daughter, you know, I'm doing this for my wife. I'm doing this for my future family. You know what I mean? Yeah, Two of Pentacles reversed with the Two of Cups reversed, upright, guys. Talking about, you know, how a lot of people, I feel like this is more so talking about not so much him and Hailey, but how, you know, even with collaborating with people and just people in the industry, Justin hasn't really been, this is no shade or anything, and this is alleged, this did not come from Justin, obviously, guys, but I'm feeling he just hasn't been inspired to work with anyone. Like, he feels like, low-key, he's not trying to be a snob, but there's been a lot of people in the industry coming up where he's just like, what the hell, like, how are you getting instant fame like that when I had to work 10 times as hard? Like, he's experiencing that generational, like, oh god, like his era of when it was hard to be famous, when it was hard to, like, he doesn't like what the industry stands for now. He hates it. He hates how quick people can just get famous, or like in some ways he loves it that, you know, artists are being able to have, you know, pave their own lane and do things and be independent, and that's something that Justin wishes that would have been offered to him, you know, when he was younger. He wishes he would have had like the resources and the technology to do that. Like, we were, you know, when Justin was coming up, we did have technology, obviously, but it wasn't as, you know, for the people as it is now. And so he's seeing like, what the heck, like, how are you guys, like, I wish I would have had this. Like, how are you guys doing this on your own? Like, this is crazy. I could never imagine doing this. So it's like, he's a little resentful, but he's also like amused at the same time. But yeah, guys, I'm sorry to pull on that to you know, diverge from what I was talking about, but I just wanted to say that, like, I kept seeing, you know, and hearing music. Justin's working on a new album, or he's working on some type of music, or, you know, collaborative project that we're gonna find out about. It's not telling me a timeline yet. Let me see if I can get a timeline. So yes, guys, so I'm getting my Page of Swords. I just pulled on when Justin's new music will come out, or whatever this creative project that I'm picking up on, our projects I'm picking up on, when will we start to see this happen, right? I got the Page of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles reversed. Okay, guys. So it's talking about that they're not sure exactly when they're gonna come out with it. They haven't even started like with the release date or the promo for it. They're not sure when they're going to do the rollout. I might be wrong on the timeline, guys, but I'm seeing that they're not planning on releasing this anytime soon right now. My Ace of Pentacles is in the reverse. Justin is not sure if he even wants to. He's just creating music just to have fun with it, really. So yeah, guys, sorry, I kind of got away from the question if they will divorce. I think I got away from that, so I'm gonna go ahead and re-pull on that, and then I want to see if they will have more kids. So yeah, let's see if they will divorce. I'm not sure if I pulled a clear enough answer, so I'm gonna do that right here. Okay, guys, so first of all, Hailey, I'm already answering my other question. Hailey definitely is going to get pregnant again. I do see her having another kid. I keep in mind, guys, this can change, especially if they end up divorcing before I say that, or before this happens. But I do see 2 kids for her. Possibly, I'm wondering if I've said this. I don't say this for every celebrity, but I'm wondering if twins run in Hailey's family. I'm seeing possible twins for her. I'm just gonna say that, guys. But nonetheless, so that would mean that she would have 3 kids, because I heard 2 or 3 at first, but I'm gonna stick with 2 for now. But I do feel like she's gonna have another baby with him. Now, it may not be through, you know, her giving birth. She may do this through a surrogate, just because I do feel like, guys, she's not having too bad of a time with her pregnancy. I do feel like, of course, there have been some complications also to why they wanted to keep it private for so long as well, and they're obviously trying to protect, you know, their pregnancy news and the, you know, the pregnancy and all that. They're trying to protect the baby. But anyway, I'm seeing that she is going to have another kid. She's supposed to have another kid. Now, if they end up divorcing before this happens, then it may be with another man, is what I'm feeling. But she'll have, as far as with Justin, she'll have 2 kids with him. Like I said, she is supposed to have 3. So if she doesn't have another kid with Justin, it will be from another marriage that she'll get in, or another person. Now, she wants Justin to be like her last person. Like, she's like, no. But I am seeing them go back and forth a lot with divorcing. I am seeing divorce come back up for them. I'm not getting my justice card, but I am seeing 3 of wands, 2 of wands, 3 of cups, and the 3 of swords, guys, so far, and the empress. So this isn't looking good. Okay, guys, so I'm gonna say this. I feel like they will ultimately, as probably, how old is Justin and Hailey? I keep seeing that it's gonna be a minute before they divorce. I'm seeing a lot of disagreements, though. I'm seeing another person enter into their relationship. I'm seeing them have distance with each other, them trying to go back and forth, like, you know, traveling. Justin's gonna start traveling a lot too, I feel like. I'm wondering if when this happens, he's gonna be like on tour or something. But I'm seeing a lot of back and forth energy with them, and them even deciding if they still want to end things. But ultimately them deciding to silently divorce. Okay, I'm getting my 3 of swords and then move on separately because of my 3 of cups. Now, the 3 of cups is in the upright, and it is talking about them having support. So I don't feel like they will be completely shit out of luck. They do have a lot of support around them. They do have a lot of people that will help when, you know, when they do decide to divorce. And I do feel like Justin and this is telling me that when they do decide to divorce, it won't be on bad terms. Like, they will still try to put their child first. They will try to not make this like messy, but I do see someone coming in very soon when they do divorce. I see one of them moving on like really fast. But I feel like they're still going to try to keep their friendship. They're still going to try to co-parent. They're still going to try to, you know, make things work in their union. Especially before this, as well as before this happens. But after they divorce, I feel like they're still going to try to remain civil and co-parent. Now, I do see there being conflict with that, and I do see them having a hard time with that, especially, you know, it's going to be hard for Justin to see Hailey move on, especially, yeah, the tower, as I said that, guys, yeah, there is, yeah, it's going to be yeah, for us, it's going to be an unexpected divorce. I keep saying that, especially now that they're having a kid together. It's going to be very unexpected. Like, a lot of people are thinking that they're going to be fine and that they got this under wraps, but I did get my moon card, guys. Let's keep that in mind. I did get my moon card that came out in Hailey's energy. You know, a lot of covering up that she's doing for Justin. There's a lot of covering up. I'm just going to say that. A lot of covering up. But yeah, the Tower card as their ending energy is saying that they will suddenly, there's going to be a divorce. I still see this happening. But they've been doing good trying to make it last this long. They've been doing good. But there are going to be things that they are going to have a hard time healing. Yeah, they're gonna have a lot of problems. I'm wondering too if Justin's gonna lose more people in his life, or if this is on Hailey's end that's gonna kind of shake up their relationship. Allegedly, I'm gonna say too, I'm feeling something's up with Justin's dad. I always pick up on Justin's dad, like in his reading. So I'm wondering if he's still dealing with his addiction. I'm praying for him, allegedly, guys. I'm praying that his dad's healing. But there's another big, oh God, I don't like that I'm picking up on this. There's another big passing coming in Justin's life. I don't know if that's why they were saying he was crying. So it could be picking up on a friend that passed, but I don't think so. I'm picking up on his dad. So this is a warning. Or someone, maybe an uncle. There's a male that Justin's gonna lose. It could be a mentor. And this could be in the next 3 years. So 3 to 4 years. So I just want to let Justin know that's a warning for him. or it could be on Hailey's end, guys. It could be on Hailey's end. So yeah, I to end the question, will they divorce? Yes, I am seeing that they will have a divorce, and it could be also too a possible infidelity on one of their ends. Also too, I am seeing work separating them. Work is going to start separating them, and they're going to have a hard time prioritizing each other. So that's why I kept stressing that, guys. I kept stressing that. But I'm seeing Hailey, she's going to have another baby after she has this one, and it's going to be it's going to be soon. Like, I'm seeing her get pregnant, like right after she has this baby. I see her having another baby, like, shortly after. I think it's going to take it could take another 3 years for her to have this baby. Well, obviously, like, or 2 to 3 years. It could take another 2 to 3 years for her to have this kid. The longest I'm going to say, guys, is 4. And I feel like, you know, if she doesn't have this baby with Justin, I feel like it's going to be, obviously, with this next person that she's going to be with. She'll have possibly 2 more kids with him. And they could be twins. So maybe there's twins on this new guy's side that she gets with. Or Justin could have the twins. So, yeah. So once again, guys, I hope you enjoyed this reading, this updated reading on Hailey and Justin. Again, congratulations. I'm going to say a cheers for them. Congratulations, Hailey and Justin. I feel like you guys, I know some part of this reading, guys, was negative. I feel bad for that. You know what I mean? But I'm always going to keep it real on here. And if I see something, I'm going to point it out. You know what I mean, guys? So let's send lots of love and prayers towards Justin and Hailey and the baby. And just send them your well wishes. You know what I mean? This energy can change. They can get it together. Like I always say, it's not set. You know what I'm saying, guys? So, yeah. And hopefully my prediction about Justin, you know, since I pulled on them still divorcing, hopefully that doesn't happen. What I said about him deciding to, you know, commit suicide. I hate bringing that back up, but hopefully that doesn't happen and I'm wrong on that, you know. Alright, guys, so like I said in the beginning of my video, if you would like to book a personal reading with me, please DM me at Sade's Tarot T92. And if you like what you see here and you would like to see more, please hit that subscribe button and that notification bell for when your girl pull up. Ding ding. I don't know why I pointed up, I meant down. Anyway, guys, I hope you have a beautiful day or a beautiful night whenever you're watching this. Thank you for all of the love and support that you guys give me on my channel here. And I'm just appreciative for you all. Thank you for watching these long ass fucking readings. I appreciate it so much. Anyway, guys, love you all. Love and light. Namaste. Bye.